social engineering, right? He's gone from being the great inventor and businessman at Microsoft to a social engineer, buying into the great progressive belief, a godless belief as well, that you can make a heaven here on earth. We just need to change people a little bit, right? Human nature is malleable, it's changeable. We just got to change the arrangements here and there, change some inputs, and we'll get different outputs, and we can make a utopia here on earth. And I, the richest person, have a duty to socially engineer people in the way that I think is best. I think that's 100% it. Oh, I'm grateful. I'm so glad we got to that point. That's it. That's where I'm landing. Let me say this too. When people think he's out to get rich, right, to make money with vaccine schemes or whatever, I'm a little hesitant on that. I don't think Bill Gates is interested in making money, right? He's got enough money. And it's hard for us to understand because you and I don't have enough money, right? But so it's like, well, what do you mean someone doesn't want more money? Well, Bill Gates doesn't want more money. He's got plenty of money, right? People that are that rich, they continue to press on and do stuff for points, right? Like money transforms into points. And the more points you can accumulate, the better you are, the better you're doing compared to everyone else, and the better person you are. So money has a different concept when you're super rich like that, because you can buy whatever you want, right? If everyone just stopped at $1 million, then this wouldn't be the case, right? But people go past $1 million. So why do people try to earn more and more and more and more and more, right? Why do people who have $1 billion, why do they keep hustling? Well, they're trying to get more points. They're like it's like a video game, they're like success coins or something. So they can prove to everyone else how successful they are at what they do, and therefore also what a great person they are. And I think Bill Gates and super rich people like him, they're interested in a different type of currency as well. I think for them, solving problems is fun, right? Big problems, right? They got a lot of money, so they do. But I think deep down, it's what Scott was getting at, and all of our guests were getting at in a way. It's the social engineering, it's power and control. And they're very good at couching it in the name of saving humanity and feeding the hungry and all that stuff, right? But they get a kick out of the power, and they get a kick out of the control that they have over other people and organizations, and also the ability to control the narrative in the world, right? I mean, like Bill Gates believes, and it's true, what he does and how he spends his money changes the world for better or for worse, but he doesn't care. It's just the change that matters. Look at the power I have. And it has to be this way. You cannot live for decades, like 40 years, 4 decades, as the richest man in the world and not have it get to your head. Right? It's impossible. Just on the way people treat you for decades. They treat you differently. Right? If you go to even just you today, if you go to a fundraiser where there's a sort of rich person or even just the richest person in the room, they're treated differently. They're courted. And if you're so rich that you never go to the grocery store, right? Or never do any normal things that normal people do in a normal life, and you never have a normal conversation because that person knows you're the richest person in the world, people treat you different because they want your money. And that eventually it has to go to your head, it has to. And you start to think that you're better than people. It's natural. I don't even blame him for thinking this, right? I don't even blame him. I expect that to be the case. And you're gonna want to start to control things and socially engineer things. And it doesn't matter, or excuse me, I should say, it doesn't mean that we have to follow his schemes. We don't have to follow them. This is my conclusion right now. I don't think he's out for evil. I don't think Bill Gates is out for evil. But just because someone has good intentions doesn't mean that it's going to result in good outcomes. Just because someone has good intentions doesn't mean that it can't result in bad things. And that's why I think we need to watch out for Bill Gates.
Bill Gates is a billionaire and world-renowned philanthropist, but stories of suspicious behavior and unsettling relationships have raised questions about the internet mogul. Exposed, The Real Bill Gates takes an in-depth look at the man behind Microsoft and asks the questions mainstream media chooses to ignore. Don't miss Exposed, The Real Bill Gates, a First TV exclusive available now for First TV supporters. Simply visit thefirsttv.com or download the First TV app to subscribe and start watching today.